Hey guys, Cruxel. Welcome to episode 1 of my silver survival guide. This one's going to be all about peeking, and this new series is going to be tips to help you guys get out of silver, and it's going to be shit besides aim that you can change overnight because I realize practicing that doesn't come too quickly. First up is going to be crosshair placement. This one is huge for anything peeking or just game sense really, and I see this mistake a lot. Here's a terrible example of running up to sight. You fucks do this all the time, I see it in demos. Instead of aiming at the wall, aim where the enemy will be peeking, and try to stay conscious of this every time you're playing. Also be aiming head level because that'll get you the edge for flicks and stuff like that, and that way you don't have to adjust your aim for the headshot. Here is a great example of terrible crosshair placement. If I didn't have God mode on there, I would have been dead. You should be clearing angles as you go up, aiming head level, and pre-aiming for different spots. I'm going to be talking about cutting angles soon, but here you can see in different maps, map makers actually have natural lines in the game that allow you to see head level and assist you quite a bit. Here's another really terrible example of taking a sight. As you can see, you run up, not really aiming at shit, and then when someone peeks, you have to flick around and you're fucking stuck with your pants down. Here you should be clearing angles, doing it methodically, and even when there's no one, hug the angles that they could be pushing, like CT or long as you see, or even if you're in the back, watch behind cat. Next up is PEEKER'S advantage, which is a very real thing. If anyone tells you differently, they're a fucking idiot. Perfect example here is car on long. This is why I tell you not to play it. As you can see, I can easily see there's a character there, but from that same spot, they can't see shit. Next up is going to be clearing angles and cutting corners. You're going to be playing the elimination game here, clearing the common angles, and then when there's only about one left, like here in Z, I'm going to pre-aim through the wall and stutter step. Same can be done through long and other shit like that, which I'm going to show here in a second. But as you can see, I'm clearing quad, and then there's probably a guy here, so I just cut the corner. Next up is over peeking. This shit is the fucking black plague of silver leagues, and you guys do it all the time. I don't get why. See how far out from the corner I went there? As soon as I miss my shot, which you're gonna do, you're caught with your dick out. So you're going to be wanting to hug corners closely and stutter step back and forth as you peek. Next up is going to be op peeking, and I see a lot of common problems here in Silver League with the ops as all of you fuckers use it. As soon as you peek and you miss the shot, you should not be re-peeking right away. Here's a much better example. You're clearing the common angles and then you're doing a little stutter step to maybe bait a shot out and then peeking. Over peeking is also the worst with the op because you can literally get dicked on from any angle and you can't move. You guys also got to chill out on these Kenny-S 2 pixel fucking wide peaks. You're not going to hit it, especially not if you're in silvers. So you're going to want to back up from the corner like I said because PEEKER'S advantage is a thing and it assists with that. And you're going to be wanting to hang the angle wide a little bit just so that you have time to compensate. You can always flick back towards the tight angle. Another thing to cover here is picking your angles. I see you guys, I don't know for what reason, just holding in the middle of 2 angles like this. I don't know if it's an overstimulation of your senses or something like that, but it needs to stop. Better example here is I'm aiming at door and that way I can choose an angle and flick to window. I have a 50% chance of holding the right angle there instead of a 0% chance. Another example, if you have the awful chances of playing car, you can hold cat or CT even and flick to the guy pushing car instead of holding the easier angle and having to flick towards the harder angle. Staying conscious of peeks is another thing you need to do, and it really ties together all these elements. If you're fucking running out with your nade, pushing a sight, they're gonna peek you while you're holding that and you're gonna be caught with your pants down. Instead, be holding the angles, know what you're gonna do with a grenade before you throw it so that way you can be super quick and then peek the angle. Also, even on rotates, I see this a lot. You guys get lazy and just throw away everything about crosshair placement. You want to be conscious of where they're going to peek, especially if you're about to rotate. Even if you don't think they'll be there, there might be a lurk or something like that. So make sure you're staying conscious and that'll keep you from dying. That about wraps up episode 1, guys. I hope you enjoyed and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.